How is everybody? How is everybody? Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? Don't forget to smash the thumbs up and sub. Never miss a harsh reality video. That's exactly right. I don't know why I'm looking down there. I've actually got sound. No, not sound. I've got chat up here, not there. How is everyone? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Is the sound okay? I kind of get mixed reviews on the sound. I'm waiting for a podcaster to come in so the audio will kind of be right. Because at the moment, sometimes it's not so good. It's quiet and it's getting on my tits. Anyway, yes. So hopefully it will be all right. I'm going to have to talk really close to the mic. So how are you all? How are you all? This is a new one, isn't it? Me doing 2 lives in what, less than a month? Is it Sean or Sean? It's Shaun. So nearly right. Nearly right. Do you like my little ticker across the bottom there? Donate to me. I like money. I've done it as a joke. Shall I get that off there? Before people start thinking that I'm fucking serious. I'm not serious. Look, let's get rid of that brand. We can change that to that one. So that's my sense of humor. That's my sense of humor. So a lot is happening, isn't there? When isn't there a lot fucking happening? Or either slow mode isn't as slow though. It's only 60 seconds, not 180 seconds. Don't start your bitching. Don't start your bitching already. 60 seconds. I'm sure you can handle 60 seconds. Yeah, I'm a little bit early. I wasn't even going to try and start playing about the times and trying to get that right. I've got to try and get that over there and turn that off. No, we go that way and back down to that screen and get off the fucking screen. And then go that way and I'm back up here. Right, that's it. Right, we're going somewhere. Who doesn't? Anyone knowing you knows you love dollars. How? Yeah, so what I thought we would do, donate to me, I love money, you are funny. Look, my lives are better than Jodie Sue Brown's. Only just, but look. What I am, do you like? I've put the lighting down. Do you like that? I've played about with the camera, and we've made it so it's dark, so it's more intimate. I should have got like candles out and everything. It's like we're on a date. Just need like a candle and some flowers, and we'll be loving it, loving it. Right. So, baby girl, you're happy now because it's only, what do you call it? It's only 60 seconds. Thank you very much, Stephen Melton, in there with a $10 super sticker. I'm guessing he saw that banner at the bottom that said "Donate to me. I love money." That was a joke, and I can see me getting some flack for that. Right. So, what shall we talk about? What shall we talk about first? Yeah, Cars by Candlelight. That damn right. Sexy candlelight time. So yeah, who saw that Extraction? Oh my word, that was some really, really disheartening shit. That was. Stephen Melton. That's quite a cool super sticker. That is. That's like a little jumping thing. I can see it on that screen down there, but not up there. That's pretty cool. I like that. Hello, Ezzy Thu. Now, we don't do over here, we don't do all of the hello, John, hello, Sarah, hello, Susan, because that's shit. And we don't do it. Who have we got in moderating? I better look down here. Aunt B, hello, Aunt B, hello, Tracy. I did see Jennifer in here earlier, and I believe there was Dope as well. Hello, anyway, Lee. Hello, love your content. Someone's got to, Stephen. Someone's got to. I piss off more people than like me, I think. But we don't give a shit. We just say, to be fair, look, we just say what needs to be said in some cases and don't sort of skirt around things. I was listening to I was watching something on Twitter. There was a few things. I'll touch on this about the Kylie Rodney case later, and it was talking about conspiracy theorists and people was like just going after yet again the Kylie Rodney channels that were still talking about it, and I'm thinking to myself, but you're still fucking watching it, aren't you? You're moaning about the videos, but you're watching the videos. So piss off and don't watch them, and then nobody will do them anyway. And it's you piss me off, but I still like you. Look, it's the way it is. It's the way it is. But look, Dope may not make it tonight. I did see her earlier, but so she might be around. Hello, Daughter of Scotland as well. Hello, hello, hello. I think, did we have a winner in the bingo? Anyways, I've got to keep talking about the same thing without bouncing around all over the place. Look, you joined the family. Hello, welcome, Purple Passion. I did see that earlier. Welcome to membership. I'm going to talk a little bit about the membership again in a bit. So don't go anywhere. If you're a member, have a listen because there'll be some stuff that I need to talk about. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, about conspiracy theories. And I've realized something, right? What people are saying when they say conspiracy theorist, they're basically saying they don't have the same thought about something as I do. And that's just their way of making themselves feel better. Like all of the people who are hell-bent on saying the Kylie Rodney situation was purely an accident. They're saying you're an accident. If you don't believe it's an accident, you're an idiot and you're a conspiracy theorist. And there's two things, and I think it was I can't remember his name. He's a guy. I can't remember. I'm old and things go out of my brain, but I'll remember his name. But he's an advocate for Kylie on this platform, and he said exactly the same as I did. These people who are saying the Kylie Rodney case was an accident. So if it was an accident, then why did everybody? Kevin is his name. Kevin Neese, I think that might be his name. At the end of the day, this mass exodus at this party, everybody seems to forget that around the time that Kylie was driving into the reservoir, everybody left. And that was something that was stated by the people who were camping over on the campground. They said that everyone was leaving. In what fucking world do you know of a load of teenagers who all of a sudden will decide that party's over 2 hours after it started? So they've set it all up. They've got glow sticks. They've got a generator. They've got all these things happening. But 2 hours after it start, they think, fuck this, we're off. Now, the only time that ever happens is if something happens that they think we need to get the fuck out of here. And that's as simple as that. That's the only time that is ever going to happen. In my world, anyway. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what happened there. Hi, Tracy. Hi from Japan. Just managed to pop in before work. I'm guessing it's really early in Japan. That would fuck me right off. I've had a day of it today. I couldn't imagine now having to go to work. Hello. Yeah, I'm always early. I'm the earliest person to the party. So what do you think? Yeah, so let me put this on. When you think cops or parents might be coming, only time I ever dip the fuck out of a party. And that's exactly right. Do you know what I mean? Something's happened and you need to detach yourself away from this place quick, sharp. And, nobody seems to be addressing this situation. They're forgetting that. And the other situation was that you know, not only was there this mass exodus, but also the parents had told all the kids to keep their mouth shut. Why would they keep their mouth shut or think there was a reason that they'd need to keep their mouth shut if there was nothing that could potentially get them in trouble? It's messed up, mate. Messed up. But these people won't answer stuff like that. You know, they're looking at the fire cam footage and they're like, well, we can see, if I see one more person tell me that the fire cam footage showed Kylie driving into that reservoir, I'm going to strangle them. Because that fire cam footage does not show anything. All it shows is Kylie's vehicle going into the water. And look, and even that is us accepting that we're watching Kylie's vehicle going into the water. Now, we don't know 100% sure if it is. We can only speculate based on the rest of the information that we know her vehicle ended up there. And we put two and two together and conclude that it must be her car. But we don't know that. And we certainly don't know if Kylie was fucking driving it. And if you think that you can somehow see that she's driving it, then you've got better fucking eyes than I have. Anyway, we'll dip into the chat for a few minutes. Let's have a look. Who have we got here? Let's have a look. Probably quite a lot of kids from affluent families about to go to college, and their parents were not about to let some 16-year-old missing girl impact their own child's chances at an Ivy League college. There is that. But again, they've then got to consider that they felt that there was a risk involved. And why would there be a risk involved if there wasn't anything risky about it? It was just a girl who had gone to one of these parties that happen all the time. People aren't ignorant to it. You know, this truckee party in this sanctuary where this party was held has been happening for decades. And I would imagine that most of the teachers and the adults, they themselves partied in exactly the same way. You know, it's that the parents had said that the reason why they allowed these parties to go on like they were is because this area was like an extension of their own homes. You know, this is like their backyard. I don't know anybody who'd get lost in their own fucking backyard and end up driving into a reservoir, but we've got to accept that, because if we don't, then we're a conspiracy theorist. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it too much because we'll get loads of hate, and the moderators, they'll get snowed under and they'll want a pay rise. It's hard to connect to other cases right now. I just feel so grateful they caught the Delphi Bridge guy. We waited so long. Ooh, they did catch a guy, and this guy has been charged. Now, I don't know about you lot, and you can put your comments in the chat and we'll touch them. But there is something about this case that sits uncomfortable with me. Now, this guy has completely come out of left field. He's someone we've not heard about before, and everybody's very quickly forgot about the likes of Klein, and that concerns me. Concerns me because there's something not right here, and I don't know how you guys feel about that. You know, and I'll get fucking hell. Here he goes, conspiracy theorist again. Think something else is happening. He'll be connecting it to the Kylie Rodney case soon. Wanker. No, I'm just saying. I'm not saying this guy's got nothing to do with it. I'm just wondering whether he was working alone. Again, let's not forget the information that we know about Klein. You know, the grooming and so forth. Someone put there, look, I think there's a ring including Klein, and I think that this is what we have to be thinking. Do you know what I mean? How would this guy have done it by himself? In fact, Blue Eyes crying. How did he do it by himself? You know, it's I don't know. Thank you for being a member for 2 months. You poor person. No, people have put not alone, not alone, not alone. Someone's put something about Jagger. I want to put. Let's have a look at what they're saying about Jagger. I think that Jagger couldn't handle the fact that he broke up. She broke up with him and off with him, and he asked Sammy to help him retaliate, and she delivered. You see, I think that I'm not going to say too much because I think I'm giving Jagger too much credit if I think that he'd do something like that. He strikes me as a bit of a fucking weasel. Now, girl, oh God, here we go. I start talking about how females are, and I then get on dangerous grounds with you lot. But look, girls can be vicious, they can be devious. I've seen the likes of Pretty Little Liars, I've seen Mean Girls. You know, we know what they can be like. And, you know, I'm late, team rewatch. It ain't that late, I'm early. You're not that late, don't worry. Witch in a stitch. You're not that late. And we're kind of talking about everything. Right. A lot of Delphi followers think he and his father are involved. Like I say, I would be incredibly surprised if this guy was working solo. I just can't, see it. Join here. Thank you very much, Tracy. Shall I pin that? It won't let me. Nearly put you in timeout. That'd have been a fucker, wouldn't it? Oh, what's that? I might be able to do it down there. Hold on. Is it down there? Let's have a look. Bear with me. I might be able to pin it. Pin message. I think that's worked. Has it worked? Yeah. You can join there if you want to join. I'll just touch on membership quickly while I think, because if not, I will I'll forget. So later on this month, around the 15th, between the 15th and the 20th, I will be doing a course, and they will be a series of videos. It will be one a week, and it will be how to build and navigate YouTube. So how to build a channel, how to navigate YouTube, and like a walkthrough, step by step. And it is for members only. But I'm not going to charge anything for it. I'm not doing anything like that. The membership, I think, is a couple of quid, is it? A cup of coffee. Bad coffee. Yeah. Have you heard law enforcement is to investigate Sean Daugherty's case? I have, and we are going to be talking about Sean Daugherty. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing in the membership, by the way. So I just want to make sure that you know that that's coming very, very soon, because I want more people to do this. You know what I mean? I want more people, especially in this niche. We need some decent people. There might not be this niche you want to do it. You might want to do it in something completely different. And what I tell you will work anywhere. Do you know what I mean? It will work on any niche. And right, let's have a look. Let's just go into the comments quickly. Do you wonder why the father has been so quiet? This is the in terms of father, you mean Kylie Rodney's father? I think he's being quiet because he's potentially been told to be quiet by his Larry ex-partner. Because I've also been told, I don't know how true this is, do not know how true this is, but apparently the Lost Trail Lodge has been completely boarded up now. The number that connects to the phone has been completely disconnected, and they seem to have up sticks and fucked off and left that place. I don't know the truth in it. I've only just seen that information. I've kind of seen it floating about, but someone had physically sent it to me and said, look, this is right. I've looked at it, and this place is all boarded up. It's boarded up, and they've gone, which is a bit strange. That link doesn't get you to membership. It probably gets you to, I think you've got to, I don't know, you've got to get onto the actual internet. I don't think you can join on a phone. unless you go on to desktop version. So if you're on a phone, go to YouTube and then go to desktop version, then it'll let you join. But yeah, it's not what's that say? I would love to try it, Harsh. Are you willing to babysit me? I'm going to babysit everybody. Like I say, these videos will literally be a walkthrough of everything. And each video, you can obviously ask any questions in the actual video that you have, and I will answer the questions on those videos as well. So yes, that's what we're going to do. Right, what are we doing? So Sean Daugherty, I say his name wrong all of the time. Someone said you can join on a phone. Yeah, you can join, but I think you have to go on to desktop version. I didn't know a thing about Sean's case until your playlist. Now it's one that haunts me. Yeah, it is horrendous. So if we go to this is obviously Sean. That is Sean. Put a number 1 in chat if you don't know about this case. So number 1 in chat if this is the first time you're hearing about this boy, or you've heard of it but you don't really know what it's about. So a number 1 in the chat if you don't know. So we've got a few ones. Because what I don't want to do, I don't want to ramble on too much if everyone's heard of it. What's number 3, Stephen? We got. So, just for those who do not know, so this is Sean on the screen here, and as it says here, look, on April 14th, 12-year-old York County boy was found hanging from a swing set in his backyard, and it was ruled that he did it to himself. You know, this little boy, he'd done it to himself. Now, if you just heard that, you would think to yourself, right, so this is what happened. We know that it happens. It's tragic. It's happened around where we live. Sadly, there was a child who had been being bullied, and he'd done it to himself. And you know, it happens. But there were elements of this case that didn't seem right whatsoever. Now, he was found, obviously, hanging from the swing set, and he was in his stepdad's clothing. And before you say anything, now the stepdad was nowhere near here. He was out of state. He was with one of the siblings at an appointment. So it's not it wasn't anything to do with him directly. And I'll say that because we'll touch on something in a bit. Now, his hands were pinned to his sides using a belt. So and apparently it was tight, to the point where the paramedics, they struggled to get that belt off. So he's hanging, his hands are down by his sides, and he's got a motorcycle helmet bag over his head, and the strings that pull that together have been removed from that, and that's what's been used as the ligature. Now, he is not, and you know, I apologize. This is you know, this is difficult for some people to hear, but he was at a height where his legs were dangling on the floor, so he could have literally stood up. Now, that in itself, you got to think to yourself, wow, do you know what I mean? It's that when you walk into the garden, he was found by his sister, by the way, but when you think you've walked into that, that's what you find anyway. On top of that, he wasn't left for long. He was looking after his little brother. His little brother was found. His little brother has subsequently said that someone else was in the house, and he was hitting Sean. There was handprints found. There was clothing found in places where it shouldn't really have been. There was food that had got out that it looked like Sean had got out to feed himself. He'd done his homework. He had taken a picture and uploaded it to confirm the homework had been done. And he'd started to put the rubbish out for his parents, like his chores, and it looked like it got sort of halfway through doing that and been distracted. So the peach was left on the side, some of the rubbish was still left, and his shoes were down by the bin as well. So look, it was ruled as him doing it to himself, and his mum has subsequently gone on and formed a Facebook page, and she's given a rendition of everything that had happened and why they're chasing to say that, look, this needs to be looked into. But I'll go into the comments for a few minutes. Let's have a look. So that is pretty much what has happened here. What I'll do, I'll just swap these screens over, and I'll show you the mum's things. So if we go onto here, go to share screen, we'll go back to this, and I think it's that one, and I'll share that one with you. It's just whether you can see the bloody thing, isn't it? What do we got? That is that screen. So this here is basically a Facebook page that was set up by the parents, and you'll see these where it says post 1, and I think there's about 10 of these, and these were written by Sean's mum. And if you know about this case, if you haven't heard about this case, what I'll say is go and check the playlist out. I've got a playlist on it, and I basically narrate all of the stuff that mum has written about it. I must admit it's a bit strange how it's written, because it's written almost like a story. She's doing it for almost like it's a bit bizarre how it's done, and please don't take the wrong way. What's that say? Show. What's that? Wait, the mum wants people to care about her child's death. How unusual. Yeah. I think it's a difficult one. It's a difficult one. I don't know how you guys have seen it so far. Let's have a look. So put a number 1 in chat if you are convinced he did it himself. And number 1, and number 2 in chat if you are convinced he didn't. So 1, he did it himself. Number 2, something else happened. So 1, himself. Number 2, someone else did it. A lot of 2s, isn't there? A lot of 2s. Look at that. I love the way you did the playlist. Those messages are so heartbreaking. I think it got it across. I think that it's difficult, isn't it? It's difficult reading things. I hate reading things. It's like we listen to podcasts and stuff like that. I don't read any books, but I've listened to thousands of hours of narrated books. What's this? Let's have a look at this. People don't understand what happens to people when they try to unalive themselves and how the body reacts involuntarily to survive. It takes great willpower to remain in that kneeling position. Yeah, and I think that's an important thing to find. And I'm going to tell you something. This is a bit of a trigger warning for you. And this is kind of, I think, what Math is trying to say here. At the end of the day, we will try to fight it. Our bodies has a natural defense mechanism. So it's very hard to try to do this. And that's why when people utilize this method, they do it suspended at height, so it's and with nothing around them, because naturally people will try to to live. My mum sadly took her life, and that was I read the autopsy report. She ended up she actually had a fractured skull as well, and that they believe was caused by her body going into fight or flight and trying to rectify what she'd done. So it's I don't think how he was suspended would have been it would have taken great willpower to do it. But there is also another side of that story, and that is, was that methodology used? Could that have been argued that that's how he did it because he couldn't have suspended himself from anything higher without difficulty? Was that the easiest way? It's difficult, you know what I mean? It's hard. But I just the hands bound by the side is a difficult one for me. That's the difficult one. But thank you everyone. But yeah, like, what did that say? I saw something there. Where was that? This dunk, that one. The shoelace under the chin and the belt around his waist makes it impossible to me. Yeah. Now I think there has been situations where people have done that. They've put things round their sides to pin their hands down, and it's almost like they do that to stop them from, because they know they're going to try to fight it. So it's almost to stop it. So it's not that you can't do it, but it's whether it was too tight. If it was beyond a specific tightness, then he just wouldn't have been able to do it. But yeah, it's a hard one. I don't think this is as clear cut, because we also then have to think, what was the relevance of the stepdad's clothing? You'd almost have to say to law enforcement, and I would ask them this: okay, if you're saying that this young boy done this to himself, then what was the relevance of the clothing choice? Because that, to me, would be red flags. Then that in itself would be, that would be needing to be investigated further, because I think, okay, it's not every day that somebody of this age would do this, but he's not only done it, but he's chosen his stepdad's clothing and items that belong to his stepdad, the motorcycle helmet, to do it. It's do you know what I mean? My critical mind, if you like, would be thinking, okay, if I'm going to go down the route of that, then there was a reason for it. He did it because he wasn't really being bullied. He'd had a fallout with some people about 4 months prior to this, but it was rectified. Someone's suicide, utter bollocks. So what is saying here? What we got? He was said to be very nurturing to his younger sibling. Why, when he didn't harm the toddler and obviously care for the toddler, so why wait until he was the only one there to care for the baby? That's a very, very valid point. He loved his siblings. He was a very loving boy. He was apparently excited to be left on his own. At the end of the day, if he had this planned, why would he not have just said, I don't want to be at home with him. I want to be on my own. I've got homework to do. I don't want that responsibility. And I think he'd have been okay to have been left on his own. It doesn't make sense to me that he chose to have his younger sibling there if he had this planned. So that is a very, very valid point. What was that? I've heard from a profiler that said she would work for the family. His clothing was missing that he wore for school. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think you could be right. I think the only items of clothing they found was his undergarments, which were in the parents' bedroom. Yeah, but yeah, I think you're right. Let's have a look. What do we got here? Which, in a stitch, my best guess is he was discovered in a house, then staged as a message to parents. I don't understand how no neighbour saw anything over a 3-foot fence, and wasn't one neighbour acting odd with the mum. There was a neighbour who kept approaching the daughter, the sister, the one who found Sean. Apparently, someone kept trying to approach her and trying to talk to him, and they kept trying to fuck her off out of it. But I'd be like, well, why does she keep coming over and wanting to talk to her? It's probably a conversation that we'll have later. For now, this is just about getting a feel for what had actually happened. And if you guys haven't heard, like I say, saying, look, go and check out this case, please. Because at the moment, whatever happened, there has been an injustice here. Because this ain't as simple as he just randomly chose to do this and he did it when he did it, and there's nothing else to it. That's just not right. What do we got here? There could be some that did this to him and used the stepdad close a message to the stepdad. Could be a possibility. Yeah, like Jared, the stepdad, it looks like he does loans. Like they're both military. They're a military family, but the stepfather has come out of the military, and it looks like he runs a business that provides finance for ex-military personnel. So maybe something's gone wrong. Maybe someone took out a loan that went wrong, or who knows. But I don't know. What do we got? I lost my father to suicide. I'm just with the evidence make it make sense. Yeah. And I'm sorry for your loss. His mother wore that there was blood on his hands or arm from the tightness of the belt around him. No way he could have done that to himself. Yeah, like I say, the tightness of the belt, it was tight. They did say that it was a struggle to get it undone. And what else we got? What's the apologies to those that were timed out. I have unbidden everyone. Who's been timing people out? How's the chat? That runs a bit better, doesn't it? I think we only need the 60-second delay on chat. I think 180 seconds was a bit overkill. I think people are getting pissed off with that. But does anyone else have any questions about this case? The Sean Daugherty case. Like I say, this is the Facebook group that's got all of the things that I narrated. If you prefer reading, head over to that. It's called What Happened to Sean. If you prefer listening to a sexy voice read it to you, that's the motorcycle helmet bag. That was a shoey bag, so very similar to that. And yeah, this was the handprint. There was a handprint that was it was almost like a residue that had been left on a piece of glass. And it was just the way that law enforcement handled it. Do you know what I mean? Like, they didn't know whether, first of all, they said that they would test it. Then they didn't get results back. They tried to chase them up. They said that it wasn't a match. And then it was almost as if they'd lied about it not being a match. It's been a bit bizarre. But yeah, this is the group. So you can go and check that out. There we go. Anybody else got any more comments about that? Glad members can chat away. That delay is frustrating when you're in the midst of a thought. Evil in that accent does it for all us ladies. Yes, it was. This is a hard case. This one. This is a hard case. We've also got Don Wells is finally out, isn't he? We've got Don Wells back up at Ben Hill Road. I don't know whether he is up there with Candace. I think JLR. What was that all about? JLR. He rung. This was the Quinton Simon case, wasn't it? He's rung. Was it Danny's mum at work? This fucking bloke for real? I don't know. That was a little bit of a digression, wasn't it? Yeah. So Don's back up at Ben Hill Road. We've got. Well, I don't know if Candace is there with him. Don B. He might be able to tell us. Law enforcement is so screwed up in this country. If they can't figure it out right away, then it's an accident or offing themselves. I think that's the case. That does genuinely seem to be it, doesn't it? It does seem to be they don't want to spend the money. That's the thing. They don't want to spend the money, and if they've got to spend certain money on it, then yeah, it's you absolutely right. Absolutely right, Stephen. That just seems that. Am I timed out? You don't seem to be blue eyes crying. I can see you. So you're definitely not. Hello, Jennifer. And there we go. So, yes. So we've got the Quinton Simon case, and he still has not been found. Hold on. As you are our baby. We love you, motherfucker. Don't get me started on that. I didn't count as much flack for that comment as I thought I would. I thought people would be a little bit more protective of that phrase of hers. Are you going to go more in depth into Quinton's case? I am going to go into Quinton's case. Yes, there's a lot of channels who do well, and I always think to myself, if someone's doing the case justice, then I don't want to step on their toes. I watch them, and then if I think that they're going off on a different tangent, then I'll step in. But yeah, I am going to be, because I don't know what you guys think, but this search seems to be taking far too long, and I'm just concerned that that is a complete red herring. A complete red herring. Come on, Harsh, do Christina for us. I will do it at the end. I'll do it at the end. You know it. But yeah, there's just something about this case that just it sits a little bit uncomfortable for me. I just thought that he would have been found by now. It's I rarely thought that he would have been found by now. Leilani and her mother are changing their stories all the time because they're both full of shit. The pair of them are full of shit, and that is as simple as that. Now that news, that interview that showed Leilani talking and her mother facing in the opposite direction, that right there, that was what that told a million things. That did. This Leilani is guilty as fuck. She's guilty as fuck, and it stresses me out that we've now got to play this merry game of law enforcement taking their time before there'll be justice. And will there be justice? What happens if he's not found? They didn't find Summer, and nobody's been arrested. So what's bead pie? Yeah, that is exactly my thought. I have a feeling that he's not there, and I think that he's us. I just don't get it. I don't get it, and I don't understand why you can have a child vanish and not be found, and the parents just seem to fucking get away with it. I don't get it. Look at Oakley Carlson, that case. Has anybody heard of the Oakley Carlson case? Put a number 1 in chat if you have not heard who Oakley Carlson is. 1 in chat if you do not know who Oakley Carlson is. This will be a shocker. See if you guys know who this little girl is. Number one. There's a few number ones. Not knowing who Oakley Carlson is. So if you've put a number one in chat, you do not know who Oakley Carlson is. Let me see if I can open up another tab and I'll get a picture of little Oakley Carlson up. Oakley Carlson. Whoa, I just chopped my desk up in the air. I got an electric desk and I just nearly took my fucking knees off. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look at this. I don't want that. I'll give you the screen. There's a lot of ones. I'll give you a screen when there's something. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oakley Carlson case. Oh my god! You search for that and it brings you up a picture of the ugly fucking parents. Let's have a look. Oh no, I don't want that. Do I? Right. So here we go. Look, I will show you this screen again. So that little girl there, that is Oakley Carlson, and she is from Grays Harbor, Washington. She disappeared. I think it's around 2 years ago. Around 2 years ago. And what happened was, she's basically her siblings went to a sleepover at the children of the headmistress of the school, and they'd asked about Oakley, and the siblings turned around and said, "Oakley's no more. She's been eaten by wolves," Mum and Dad said. And that is where it sat. Dad is ex-law enforcement turned crackhead. Mother is a crackhead. And yeah, basically, this little girl has just vanished off the fucking face of the planet. Vanished off the face of the planet. And nobody's done anything. Now, Mum and Dad have been arrested. They have been in jail, but not because of this case, not because of Oakley, because of the siblings, because they got charged for withholding medication from Oakley's sibling who needed life-saving medication. They were likely selling the fucking medication. And when they done hair follicle testing on the siblings, they found meth in the hair follicle samples. So they put them away. But Oakley has just vanished off the face of the planet. Apparently, like I say, the siblings, mum and dad said, "Don't keep asking about her. She went into the woods and got eaten by wolves, and that's it." And they won't say nothing. Like I say, Dad's ex-law enforcement, so he knows. Let's just shut the fuck up and not say anything. And there you have it. There you have it. This is mum and dad hair. That's mum and dad there. I don't know whether you can hear that. Probably not. I don't know who he is. Some strange policeman. But that was the father. Go away. When he was in the police, and subsequently turned into a crackhead. And yeah, that's the father. That's the mother. Do wolves eat cloves too? They do in these cases. But it's crazy, isn't it? It's absolutely madness. Absolutely madness. And I just don't get it. I genuinely do not understand it. Let's go back over here. Yeah, I just don't get it. And I'll tell you now, this is like, it shocked me that a lot of you guys didn't know who that was. And that's what's wrong with YouTube as a platform. Okay, what happens is, and I'll give you a little YouTube education, because it's you guys who can help these children get seen. Okay, this is the way that this works. Now, someone will do a video, and depending on how long that video is, there is a minimum viewing requirement for YouTube to promote that video. Now, what happens is I'll upload a video and it will get sampled to you guys, the subscribers. Now, say my video is 10 minutes long and you guys watch 85% of it. Now, YouTube algorithm thinks to itself, right, they like this video, they're watching nearly all of it, decent percentage, so we'll trial it to the next ring of people. And then they'll see how they do it, and then it'll go to the next ring of people. And videos go viral when every ring it hits, everybody's watching it to the specific requirement in terms of retention on that video, and that's how it works. So when I do a video, let me just put this up. So when you do a video and it doesn't do well, or you guys think, well, what I'll do, I don't want to watch it all, and I do it myself, so I know you do it, so don't fucking lie and say you don't. But if you guys are skipping through saying, I don't want to listen to this boring piece of shit, let's go to this bit and skip through it, or you watch it and think, I know what he's going to say. I already know this, so you click off it. That is what happened. The YouTube algorithm doesn't think the video is worth promoting, and it's hard. It's that catch-22. It's if I do a video on Oakley Carlson and people don't know who that is, naturally you're going to think, well, I don't know who that is, so yeah, you won't watch it, and then YouTube will not promote it, and therefore these children don't get seen. And we need people to watch the video. So when I do like the Sean Daugherty videos, people need to watch them. So if you haven't watched them, go out there, go through the playlist, watch them, and watch them all the way through. That is the best way to help the channel. It ain't about super chats. It ain't about buy me a coffee. It ain't about merch. I don't give a fuck about all that. Do you know what I mean? I don't care. I don't care. All I care about is these children getting seen and their cases getting understood, so people can see the problem that we have, because people don't realize how big this is. I even watch your commercials to be extra supportive. Thank you. Do you know what I mean? And even when commenting and things like that, commenting on videos, that is all part of the same thing. You know, if people are interacting with the video, it helps. And that's all I care about. That is all I care about. And that's what we want. We want these people to be, we want these children to be seen. That is absolutely what we want, and nothing else matters. I don't care about anything else. But it is a bit disheartening when you think that there are cases that do get seen, and I do see people getting frustrated with it. They'll turn around and they'll say, "Look, why aren't you talking about this?" There's a subscriber on the channel. I'm not going to embarrass her by saying her name, but we've got this kind of love-hate relationship. I think she gets upset a lot because we don't talk about a lot of cases. And the downside is if you do lots. Thank you very much for the super chat, Sienna. If you do lots and lots of different topics, lots and lots of different people, they just don't get seen, the channel dies. It kills the channel off, and they won't promote anything. So it's hard. It is a juggling act. And I know it's sad when people turn around and they say, you're not covering this case, you're not doing that case, you need to cover all these other cases. But if you do it, on the grander scheme of things, the channel falls apart. So it doesn't work the way that people think, and it doesn't work the way we want it to. It sucks. It does suck, I'm afraid. but we'll get there. Do you know what I mean? Because the good thing is when the channel gets over a certain size, then naturally you have that initial push on the video. If YouTube are doing their fucking job and sending out notifications, then that initial batch of people it gets sent to is larger. So in theory, it should be easier for a video to gain some virility. And I don't look at it like the video is gaining virility. I look at it like the case is, and it will get seen and people will see what's happened. Why? Like, can you remember the little child who was found in the suitcase? What happened to that? Does anybody know what happened to it? Do you know what I mean? And I don't know whether Dope's in there. I think she's busy, but Brianna, you're in our Discord. Dixie, you're in the Discord. Jennifer. We look at loads and loads of cases. And it's frustrating because you can't talk about them on here. You can't. And you look at the Michael Vaughan case. We stopped talking about it, and now who's talking about it? Who's talking about the Michael Vaughan case? Now, this family who are so bothered about finding their child has killed all of the coverage that little boy was getting. Who gave a fuck whether we agree with what's being said by this family or not? They can choose to listen to our videos or they can choose not to. But the point is, he had or was gaining momentum and virility on the platform. And that meant that more people were seeing it, more people were knowing about it. The Summer Wells case, there were people who lived down the road from Summer Wells who didn't fucking know what was going on. And the only reason people knew about it was because of YouTube. I've just told you guys about Oakley Carlson and how many people just in here didn't know about it. And yet they're a community within a true crime niche and didn't know about this case. Mad. Went on a bit of a fucking rant there, didn't I? People could be coming in late and be like, fucking hell, he's going off on one. But, it's dark. I am very new to true crime, so I haven't followed a lot until recently. It's very disheartening, to say the least. It's easy to get overwhelmed and depressed. It is. And I say you have to look after your mental health. And this is the way I look at it. This is how I cope with it. The Kylie Rodney case was hard. It was hard because, like I say, I've got children myself. I've got stepdaughters and I've got daughters myself. My eldest is 16. Some of you will have heard Sienna sing on a video that I uploaded the other day. It makes it hard. And that's why you have to feel for the likes of Nick, when he found her. Nick is a father. Can you imagine that? I can't imagine it. I cannot fathom it. I can't do it. But yeah, it's hard. And you have to think to yourself that by being part of this community, you are helping. You are helping to raise awareness where it wouldn't normally be. Thank you very much, Dixie. It's raising awareness for cases that just otherwise wouldn't get seen. These children wouldn't get heard. Their voices are gone. And, we provide that. We provide a conduit to them being found. And, look at Kylie. Look at Kylie. If this didn't exist, if this platform didn't exist, what would have become of Kylie? Do you know what I mean? And all these many people that Adventures with Purpose have found and will go on to find. There we go. I'm going to touch on in chat. And Sienna is awesome. She's got a voice on her. She has got a voice on her, bless her. She's a bit shy, but you're going to hear some more. I'm going to be getting her to do some more singing. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to put more of her singing on at the end of videos, so you watch more to the end. See, like what I did there. Discord link. Tracy has put the Discord link in. We do in Discord. I'm just going to do a sneaky plug on Discord. Yeah, we do Discord, and we do Discord bingo to win merchandise. And what happens is they build, like bingo cards, but they are things that I say. So if I do that for argument's sake, that might be one of the bingo things. And if you get a bingo, you basically get a piece of merch. Well, you get two actually, because I think Dope possibly buys one, or a few of the mods are chipping in. I don't know, and I'm going to buy one as well. So that's two pieces of merch. And guess what? I still ain't sent that fucking mic out. I forgot, didn't I? And I did another giveaway in the last live, I think, as well, to give that hamster mic away. That's down here somewhere. Remember this. Remember it. Naked. Don't look so much like a guinea pig now, does he? Oh, no. But yeah, I'm giving two mics away. One's already been won, and that road one, that's going as well. I'm going to go back. Can anybody tell me how I said that someone could... Did I do it? I can't even remember. Did I actually do the giveaway in the last live, or did I say I was going to do it? I can't even fucking remember. Yeah, poor hamster just cast aside. I know, excess to requirement. But that's the second fucking one I've bought, and I'll give that away, and I know what'll happen. I'll need it again. I'll go away, and then I'll think, hold on, I can't take this with me, so I'll end up buying another one. But I've said I'll give it away now. I'm banned from Discord forever. True. You're banned from Discord? How can they ban you? Can't you just change your name? Can you not just change your name? Cat's coughed up a hairball. You said you were gonna, but I don't think you did. Yeah, I don't think I did either. I don't think I did. I think what I'll do, I'll go back through the comments on the last live. I'll do the comments in this live. I'll do a random comment picker on both of them, and then I'll do a wheel spin on the two names and see who wins it. So if you're in this chat tonight, or you comment on this live in the replay, you could win yourself a coughed up hairball. This is a Rode video mic. Me L connects directly to an Apple iPhone with Lightning adapter. Last live hashtag. Yeah, I think it was, didn't I? Didn't I like put hashtag hamster or something, or guinea pig? Hashtag guinea pig. I think so, but because I'm an idiot, like I say, I'll do that. I'll do all comments. If you comment in this, you're in, and yeah, we'll do it. Sunday evening, you said you were going to do it. Yeah, I'm fucking useless. I've just had so much to do setting this up, which you'll get to see at some point on the 15th, because we're doing the giveaway, aren't we? We're doing the giveaway, the £200 giveaway on November 15th. So I'm going to start giving some money away. We'll do some things on the run up to Christmas. You never have it plugged in. No, I don't have it plugged in. It's because I use an extension cable on it, and the extension cable, I push it and click it. It's like a little lead. I hate taking the case off this phone, and this won't go on the phone with the case on it. So I use an extension cable. But what I forget to do is when you push the cable in it, you're supposed to push it until it clicks, and I don't. And it never fucking works for me. Stop sending me ads. I will send you the profiler details. Yeah, if you can do that, yeah, that'd be good. That's the Sean Daugherty case, isn't it? I'll have a look at that. Oh my God, stop saying the C word. Which C word? Is that me? Am I saying it? COVID. Oh, fuck, I'd better not say that. I think the algorithm will pick me up now. That'll demonetize me. I don't like it when you say that C word. Coughed up hairball. Cough, that's the C word. Got my merch and another. Got my merch. Yes, did that come, Cynthia? Did you get your hoodie? I know I was late sending that because I meant to send it and then I forgot. But the one you wanted came back in stock. So I managed to send you the one that you wanted. I don't know why I'm looking down there. You ain't down there. But anyway, let's catch some comments. I'll go through some comments. If you've got any questions, please hit me up in there because then I shall love you and leave you because y'all know you are my babies. See, I've done it. Can we do Discord on our phones? Yes, you can. Discord is primarily a phone app. So, yeah, you can. Oh my God, I finally got back into Discord. Yes, you like that. We've got a good group of people in Discord. And like I say, we do cover a lot more cases, by the way. We've got a lot of cases. There's a lot of info on a lot of cases in there and a lot of info that you can learn about them. So even though we don't do a huge amount of cases live and doing them on the channel, which that will change, by the way. Like I say, I'm waiting for a piece of equipment to turn up. And once that turns up, we're in. And yeah, what's Discord? Discord is like a community app. It's where a lot of the subscribers chill out and talk and send pictures, not like nude pictures, not like nudes, anything like that. It's like just funny pictures. I shouldn't have even said it. They just talk. They talk. But yeah, how do I find it on Discord? Email me, Misty, and I will send you the link. My email is in the description in most of my videos. And you can email me, ask me for the link, and I shall send it to y'all. But yes, thank you very much for joining us this evening. You know, I don't like to go for a long time. I'm more about having the quickies. I'm not like Jodie Sue Brown, who wants to just go on and on for hours, because I know you guys have got better things to do than sit around here. But yeah, that's it. Any questions before we call it a night? Hello, Gemma's World. Hello, Gemma. Better late than never. Yeah, I think you're going to be pretty much be the replay crew, as we are about to call it a night because I don't like keeping you guys too long. Thank you very much, Peggy, for becoming a member. Don't forget, if you're a member, videos are starting around the 15th of November for the YouTube channel building sort of course, which will be done over between 10 and 20 videos. Thank you very much, Blue and Gold. Please throw my co-admin a wrench, boss. Yeah, who was you wanting to have a wrench? Are they in tonight, Blue and Gold? What is the name on that? Was Superior Dreams, wasn't it? Was it Superior Dreams? Am I right with that? Tell me. Was it Superior Dreams? Thank you so much, Cynthia. That is very, very kind of you. And it is Superior Dreams. I've got to go onto this other screen. Superior Dreams and find Superior Dreams. We're going to have a big celebration. Can't bloody see. I'm going blind. It's there, but it's because it was Superior Dreams. Can you put a comment, please, so I can mod you up? We might need some more mods at some point. Superior Dreams. Hello. There you go. There we go. I am on you now. Add moderator. You should now be done. So if you guys have not got anything else to ask, is there any questions you would like to ask before we call it a night? And you guys can go and, I don't know, go watch some TV, drink some alcohol, It's a bit more fast paced over here. We like to get things over and done with. This is like speed dating. It's a bit like speed dating. This is just need a gong. Like every 2 minutes, I'll bang a gong, and we'll move on to the next subject. Remember to smash that like. Yeah, do like what we got. I haven't got a clue. We've got a few likes on that screen there. It just says I've got 3. Hopefully, we've got more than 3 likes. But thank you very much for joining us. As usual, it's very nice to have you. Thank you for the mods and all your help. I am going to be doing more lives. Still going to be doing the same videos as I do normally. I might not do 2 a day, and there is a reason why I may not keep doing 2 videos every day, and certainly not more than 2, because YouTube just doesn't send out notifications, so you guys just don't see the videos. So yeah, it's a difficult one. Even though I'd love to do more, yeah, you just won't know. Dixie has got a message for everyone. Everyone have a great night, and so glad of all of y'all could join us tonight. Be safe. Yes, be safe. And just remember, all I ever want people to do over here is to watch the videos, share if you can, and comment down below. If you can't comment, do an emoji, even if it's that. But all of these things help the videos get seen. I don't care about anything else. You'll never see me put banners across the screen. Do you know what I mean? We don't do stuff like that. You don't see cash apps or anything like that running across the screen. We just want you to watch the video so these children, these people can get seen, get justice, and I want you guys to be part of it. Where people don't have a voice, we are that voice. And with that, I'm going to love you and leave you, because y'all know you are my babies. And I'll catch you in the next one.